we are here with Windsor Fire Chief Bruce Montone to talk about the recent emergency exercise that was held in the city. Chief, how did this exercise come about?
Well, the exercise was actually initiated originally by the province of Ontario, the Office of the Fire Marshal and Emergency Management. They are required on a yearly basis to conduct a heavy urban search and rescue exercise involving Task Force 3, the Toronto HUSAR team. And they decided to invite many other organizations to the event. That included the HUSAR team from Ontario Provincial Police, and it included all of the emergency response agencies here in Windsor, along with the City of Windsor, and it gave all of us an opportunity to really do a very intensive exercise relative to our community preparedness.
So the scenario was an earthquake in Windsor, and how did the 3 days play out in this?
Sure, yes. So it was a 3-day exercise that involved a 6.5 on the Richter scale earthquake that would have occurred about 20 kilometers out of the city. So it provided both the Emergency Operations Center and the Community Control Group, along with the province's resources, including the Provincial Emergency Operations Center in Toronto, an opportunity to receive injects in terms of what really would happen if that was to occur in this area. So it dealt with infrastructure challenges, it dealt with, because it's February, challenges with heating and the provision of electrical power throughout the city, and really put our emergency plan under the test in terms of being able to cope with an event of this magnitude. So the exercise itself had 2 days where the Emergency Operations Center was open, the first day and the third day. And then the response from Toronto HUSAR, as well as the OPP USERT team, involved all 3 days. So we began at 2 a.m. in the morning, and we contacted the Provincial Emergency Operations Center, which is the protocol for reaching out for additional assistance to the city should we need it. They then dispatched the HUSAR team and the OPP from their home locations, which is Bolton, Ontario, as well as the City of Toronto. And our crews here locally in Windsor responded to what they thought was just a motor vehicle accident following the earthquake, and turned out to be a much more significant event.
It was very involved at the old GM plant. It really looked real out there.
Yeah, well, they spent an awful lot of time, dating back as far as 3 months ago, preparing the site and working with the new owners of the site, along with the contractor that is in place to dismantle the old transmission plant. And so we were able to really take advantage of a unique opportunity to have so much to work with in terms of you know, should a building collapse, the kinds of things that would exist.
Task 3, can you hear me? Anyone there can hear me? If you can, bang once. Are you by yourself?
If you're by yourself, bang once. If you have others with you, bang twice. Are you injured? Once for yes, twice for no.
All right, just stay put right now. We'll be sending someone after you.
You want us to go through?
Yep.
So what happens now with the information that you've kind of gleaned from this?
So the province has done a preliminary debriefing back in Toronto. We have had a preliminary debriefing here in Windsor, and both organizations will be doing some more formal debriefing sessions with everyone who participated. We're then going to take from the feedback that we receive from those sessions and sit down together and continue to try and improve our processes and our program both here in Windsor and from a provincial perspective to try and address many of the issues that actually occurred in the Elliott Lake tragedy, where that inquiry brought forward 34 recommendations to improve community preparedness, and 20 of those recommendations were actually tested here during this scenario. And so we're going to be able to provide that feedback to improve the provincial response, or contribute to the improving of the provincial response, as well as our own.
All right, thanks very much, Chief.
Okay.